Hello and welcome back to PetCraftStore.com, the internet's premier marketplace designed exclusively for pet crafters to show and sell their original work. Together in this video, we're going to walk through the process of listing an item at auction. So as always, we go up to our sign in and click the word sign in. We enter our username, mine is Tester, and our password. And we sign in. Once you sign in, again, you see the familiar sell button under the Pet Craft Store logo, and you click that. And you're going to get the same form you would get when you're listing an item for fixed price. In this case, I'm going to sell another one of my dog photos, so I'm going to pick the dog category, dog gifts, and then listing type. You can see I can choose auction or fixed price. In this case, I'm going to pick auction, and I'm in the USA, and then I click next. Just like we did for a fixed price item, we're going to put in a title. So I'm going to say photo for auction. And then subtitle, let's use a subtitle this time, and let's say cutest dog ever. And then my description. Again, in the description field, this is where you're going to put all the information about the product that you're selling. Tell a little bit about yourself, why there's a benefit to the customer to purchase this product. Anything you want to tell them about the product, it all belongs here. So this is my description, and it works like any editor or word processing program where you can bold or italicize or underline, you can center, resize, you can do all sorts of things with your text. You can play with that at your own convenience. Now the difference between an auction and a fixed price is in an auction you're going to set a starting bid. We recommend that you set a low starting bid just to get things going. In this case, I'm going to pick $1. And then you set a reserve price if you want to. It's not a required field, but you can say, I don't want to sell this item unless someone bids at least $5, otherwise the item's not going to be sold. So I'm going to set a reserve of $5. Or you could leave that blank. And you also have the option of setting a buy now price. So if someone wants to buy it from you without going through the auction process because they really want to have that item, you can say, sure, you can have it if you pay $30. Or again, you could leave that blank. Next, you're going to upload whatever images you have. In this case, I'm going to pick this image here, which is the photo I'm going to sell. Look at that. Okay, I think I'm going to buy that now before you do. Again, you can add a YouTube video if you have a video about yourself, how you make your products, any background material about the product itself. There's a great spot that you can link to a YouTube video. You choose whatever listing options you want. In this case, I think I want to highlight my option. And then shipping wise, I'm going to offer this one. Let's offer this one through FedEx, and I've done my research and I know that it's $10 to ship this item through FedEx. So I'm going to go ahead and put in $10. Again, I can add other shipping methods and prices if I choose. And let's go down. Payment and tax details. Now you will have filled this out previously as you set up your account, so this should automatically be filled out for you and you're never going to have to touch this again. But if you haven't filled it out previously, you're going to hit edit payment settings. You're going to go in and follow the instructions there. Basically, you need to set up an account through PayPal, and this is how you're going to be able to get paid. So it's pretty straightforward. Finally, set the start date and time of your auction. So let's say I want mine to start on January 16th, and let's pick 9 a.m. Let's say 9:20 a.m. and we set it, and then duration. I want this auction to run for 7 days. And auto relist, if the item does not sell at auction, I want to relist the auction 3 times. And then we click create listing. And here you go. You've got your listing. It shows that it's an auction. It tells the consumers when the auction starts. It tells them here's your title and the highlight that you chose and all of the social media buttons available. And then you have the option to either sell another item. You can list similar, which will pre-populate the same fields for you most of the way, so it saves you time in entering another similar item, and you can view your active listings. So that's how you set up an auction on petcraftstore.com. We encourage you to play around with the features, get familiar with the different parts of the site, and most importantly, have fun making money while you sell your pet crafts. Thanks for visiting, and you're going to watch some of our other videos so you can learn more about the other features on petcraftstore.com.